The United States of America will continue to do what we must do to protect our people. We will be vigilant and we will be relentless. When people harm Americans anywhere, we do what's necessary to see that justice is done, and we act against ISIL, standing alongside others.
Well, that was President Obama speaking earlier today about the murder of American journalist Jim Foley at the hands of ISIS terrorists. Joining us with more, Mark Thiessen, who's a former presidential speechwriter, Washington Post columnist, and an American Enterprise Institute fellow. Mark, good to see you. So the president says we will be relentless. What did you make of his speech?
Yeah, we're relentlessly paralyzed. I mean, I thought it was an incredibly weak statement. He spoke very movingly about Jim Foley, but then he continues to dismiss the threat that ISIS poses to the United States. This is a direct quote what he said. They may claim out of expediency that they are at war with the United States or the West, but the fact is they terrorize their neighbors. They don't claim they're at war with the United States. They are at war with the United States. This was a terrorist attack. They took an American citizen hostage and beheaded him on global television. And this is for them. This is only the beginning. They're not going to be satisfied with one American. They want to kill thousands of Americans. Back in January, when Barack Obama was dismissing these guys as JV terrorists, their leader issued an audio statement where he said, "My message to the Americans is, soon we will be in direct confrontation, and the sons of Islam have prepared for this day. They are coming after us, and this is a warning shot. We need to change course in how we're handling them."
He seemed to be offering, sort of taking the high ground and drawing the clear distinction between this terror group and the rest of the world, including, of course, Americans, saying people like this, how did he put it, people like this ultimately fail.
Yeah, but that statement in and of itself is really disturbing. People like this don't fail. ISIS isn't going to magically collapse under the weight of its own ideology. People like this have to be defeated. People like this have to be stopped. The Nazis didn't fail. They were defeated in a war. We need to challenge it, and we need to have a strategy to deal with these folks. And really, what's important here, the real test for Obama is not his rhetoric. It's his actions. Is he going to continue these pinprick strikes that are designed to contain ISIS, or is he going to have a broader air campaign that's designed to defeat ISIS? Is he going to take the war into Syria? Is he going to bomb them where their command and control is? Or is he going to continue this sort of measured action that's designed to do very little? I mean, just 2 days before this, he held a press conference to talk about Ferguson and Iraq. And he said, we're not the Iraqi army. We're not even the Iraqi Air Force. The Iraqis have to take care of their own security. That was 2 days before the beheading of Jim Foley. That is the exact attitude that got us to this day, that allowed them to take control of an area the size of Belgium and start committing atrocities, crucifying people, beheading people, putting heads on posts. We have to show American leadership to stop these people.
Mark Thiessen, good to see you again.